Scarecrow chickens. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Hello, pink ladies.
Shalom.
Let's got our favorite shalom.
Rabbi.
Shalom, ribbit, ribbit. All right. Let's see what we got here this morning. We got the pink ladies. We got the Lara land. We got Puzzle Cube land. We got Sanchez land. Turn on your camera land. Randall land. And we got L. Who's L? Who's L? Unmute yourself, please.
Laila, Rabbi.
Oh, Lila. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's start off our day. It's Manjaris, the Pink Lady Day. Lev's gonna pray. I love pizza. Manjarises are gonna do the Shema. And Asher's gonna do the Ten Commandments. Oh, he's sleeping. He's sleeping in today. All right. All right, Lev's gonna do the Ten Commandments.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for everything. Please, Lord, help us to focus on what you're teaching us today. And please, Lord, help us to pay attention and not fall away from paying attention, and help us to observe your word. And in Yeshua's name, amen.
Shema Israel, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod, Malkuto, Leolam Bayed. Hear Israel, the Lord our God is one God. Commandments.
Hebrew, English, or Spanish?
No.
Spanish, por favor.
No.
Yes, mandamientos, por favor. No say? No say?
Come on, do I recommend it?
Ivrit, bavakasha.
Okay. Anochi Yehovah Elohecha, lo yeh lecha Elohim acharim al panei, lo titza et shem Yehovah Elohecha lashav, zakor et yom hashabbat lakacho, be'et avicha be'et imacha, lo titza, lo tinav, lo tignov, lo ta'anei v'recha et jaker.
No, take mine.
All right, very good, Leveroni. Everybody give Leveroni the big finger. The big finger. All right, we had some assignments to do. How's the cube land? Did you do your assignments? Okay. Okay, Adrian, read me the things in the tent of meeting.
Right, the things in the tent of meeting. You have the altar of the burnt sacrifice, the burnt offering. You've got it's bronze. You have the bronze laver, and that's the courtyard. Then you have the holy place, which has the showbread, and then it has that lampstand, a menorah, I believe, gold. You've got the altar of incense, also gold. And then finally the Holy of Holies, Ark of the Covenant.
Very good, Mr. Adrian. And then Marley, we had a definition to look up. What's the definition and what's the word?
Contempt.
What is it?
Contempt.
What does contempt mean, Miss Marley?
Well, I wrote it 5 times, thankfully. So I remember.
Okay, so tell me from memory then.
Well, dislike of someone or something considered unworthy of one's concern or respect.
Very good, very good, very good. All right, let's see. Was there anybody else that needed to do the assignment? Arlena, did you have to do the assignment, Arlena?
Will did.
And Yeshua, did you have to do the assignment? Arlena, did you do your assignment? Arlena,
No, I didn't do my assignment.
you didn't do your assignment?
Their dad came to pick them up.
Okay, well you can't control that. All right, you got to do it today, Arlena. You understand? All right. Yeshua, what's in the tent of meeting?
In the tent of meeting, then the Ark of the Covenant, the mother.
What are you writing?
The mother.
Speak up, you're mumbling. I know you're noisy.
Mm-hmm.
Snore, bread table,
Mm-hmm.
incense altar,
Incense altar, ¿qué más?
altar,
You can't do it from memory, Yeshua?
You can do it from memory?
Since you can't read your writing? What, are you going to be a doctor? All right, Yeshua, tell me. Or are you going to go stand in the corner?
There is the menorah, there is the ark, there's the showbread table, and there is the watering place, the blazing altar, and there is the altar.
Which altar?
What's the last one?
The altar?
Altar of what?
Altar of incense. The incense altar.
Okay. All right, Yeshua, you should know them better, but be able to read your writing. All right. All right, let's start our lesson for today. Okay, let's see. Lev, you read yesterday. Benjamin, read Bamidbar 13, verse 17 through 20. Bamidbar 13, verse 17 through 20.
Moshe sent them to
Reconnoiter.
Moshe sent them to reconnoiter the land of Canaan, instructing them, go on up to the Negev and into the hills, and see what the land is like. Notice the people living there,
whether they are strong or weak, few or many, and what kind of country they live in, whether it is good or bad, and what kind of cities they live in, open or fortified. See whether the land is fertile or unproductive, and whether there is wood in it or not. Finally, be bold enough to bring back some of the fruit of the land. When when they left when they left it was the season of the first grapes to ripen.
Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin. All right. Let's see now. Lev, what does it mean to reconnoiter? Reconnoiter, reconnoiter. 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 I love pizza. What does reconnoiter mean?
I sent them to reconnoiter.
What
So
did you
what I
just
think,
mumble? What did you just mumble?
I was reading the verse, the one with the reconnoiter. I think reconnoiter means to um to find out to find out how something is like.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Riet, little Miss Riet.
I think reconnoiter means inspect. To inspect and see if the land is good or not.
You wear a hat to do you wear a hat to reconnoiter something?
Repeat that?
You wear a hat to reconnoiter and then wear a spyglass?
No.
No? You don't inspect with a magnifying glass?
You don't need to inspect with a magnifying glass.
Unless you have to inspect germs.
Well, what else would you use to inspect in germs, Miss Marley?
Oh.
What is that piece of equipment called?
Microscope.
Oh, microscopes are cool. All right. So Moshe sent him to reconnoiter the land, to spy out the land, to check it out, to see what, to inspect it. And why would he want Yeshua? Why would he want to notice the people? What's the purpose? Why do you think he said, notice the people living there? Why does he want to know what they're like? Yeshua?
For they could fight. For they learn how to fight.
What do you mean they learn how to fight? Who's learning how to fight?
Too weak, too strong. Weak, too strong.
Speak up a little bit, please.
Weak, too strong.
Okay,
Well,
boy.
what's the means if somebody's weak?
That they don't have much strength to fight.
Are you weak?
Yes.
You're weak. You're a weakling, and then go to start doing some push-ups. What's it mean if somebody's strong, Yeshua?
Somebody strong is that they know and they could fight and learn and they could protect.
Fight and learn and protect. Okay. Arlena, what does it mean if somebody is strong or weak? What does it mean to be weak, Arlena? What does it mean to be weak? W-E-A-K, weak, not weak, W-E-E-K. Weak, W-E-A-K.
Like you're weak, like you're not strong enough.
you'll be weak.
Strong enough to do what? Pick your nose?
No,
Eat your toes.
no.
Blow your nose.
Like the arms or will be skinny. Now you don't lift anything up.
Let's see your arm. That's a pretty skinny arm. Aria, let me see your arm. That's a pretty skinny arm, Aria. Okay, what's it mean to be strong, Arlena?
Strong and you like have big arms.
Does Ben have big arms? Does Benjamin have big arms, or he's got weak arms?
He has big arms. He has skinny arms because he's
Is he weak?
he's weak.
Can Ben do 10 push-ups?
Yes. Yeah. Benjamin could do 10 push-ups.
Oh, that I gotta see on Shabbat. Real push-ups.
I did them.
You did them?
Yeah, on Shabbat when
Speak up, please.
when Joshua didn't go to North Carolina.
Ah. So Ben, what do you think? Moshe is sending these guys to see if the people there are strong or weak. What do you think the purpose is?
Because maybe they want to go through the land and they have to see if they're bad people or if they're good people. Because maybe when they enter the land and try to go through, maybe they want to kill them. You never know. So he sent spies to go observe, and
How many?
he sent 3.
3
Yeah, I think he said 3 or 2.
or 2?
Yes, I think it's 2.
You only sent 2 guys up to the reconnoiter land?
Yeah, to observe it, observe closely to see what they do to other people, nice or bad.
Lev's shaking her head no. Allie Mae, how many people did they send up to reconnoiter the land?
They sent 2.
2? Only 2 guys?
Yeah.
Lev's holding a blank piece of paper up to the screen. They only sent 2 guys? Allie Mae, they only sent 2 guys? Are you sure? 2 gunslinging bad men from Israel?
He probably sent more than that.
Probably.
Maybe like
Maybe like 7. It's a perfect number.
it's in 7.
8, it's a new beginning. You know, like, hey guys, to check out the new beginning, right?
I think maybe
14.
maybe 20 or 21.
And like a full platoon or something? Couple of platoons, a brigade.
Yeah.
Allie Mae, you gotta go get some coffee. I like coffee. All right, Lev is Yeshua. I love pizza. Okay, go ahead, Lev.
Me and Mia were raising our hands. So
The pink lady.
12 spies there Moshe sent.
How many?
12.
why it's 12 is because it was one spy from each tribe.
Allie, are you in agreement with this, Allie Mae? Are you in agreement with the pink ladies? Yeshua, do you agree with that, Yeshua?
Yes.
How many did they send?
12.
Dasa, how many did they send?
12.
Shmooey, Shmooey, what happened to your head? How many spies did they send, Shmooey? 12. Riyadh, how many spies did they send? 15, 16, 18, 12. Riyadh. Wake up, Adrian.
Yeah?
I asked you a question.
Oh, how many did they send? Sorry. 12.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? That sounds more like a question. Adrian, what do you think? 14, 18? Like 18, it's like 18.
It's 12. 12
Sure.
Each tribe sent one spy. 12 tribes, 12 spies. The age I'm gonna be next year.
What did you say, Marley?
She said she was gonna be 12 next year. The age I'm gonna be next.
Okay. The age you're going to be next. And you'll be a teenager instead of a pre-teenager.
Ew.
No, you'll still be a preteen at 12.
A tween.
She's a tween. She's a tweener now.
Yes.
Tweener,
Oh, look, he's a
wiener, hot
tweenager.
dogs.
Tweener wiener hot dog. That's right. Fist bump, Marley. Fist
Okay.
bump.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Ugh.
Okay. All right. So the next part we're looking at. So they send 12 spies to look out to see if the people are living, if they're strong or weak. Now, he also said, and what kind of country they live in. What does he mean? What kind of country they live in? Leia? What does it mean? What kind of country? Any day now, Leia.
Sorry, the computer is weird.
Gotta get you guys a new computer.
So what it means, what kind of country they live in, is like they're gonna reconnoiter the land to see, like, see if the production of that land is good, the soil of the land. So then when they take that land over, they could grow their stuff to see the soil if it's good for, to prosper in that land, to see if the land is good to prosper in. Because you don't want to be in a land that's not prosperous.
Okay, so what would you be looking for?
I would be looking to test the soil. I don't know if there's like a test you could do to test the soil if it's good. See if their plants are growing, they're strong, and to see if they have water. Important to see if they have water in the land, and to see if they get the right weather there, like that.
Okay, so they're looking for the right weather. Then don't you got to stay there a long time to see the right weather?
Yeah, I think to reconnoiter the land, you would have to stay maybe like for a week, just to like see the thing, see how the people live there, and see what the land's good for.
Okay. Allie Mae, what do you think? What do you think it means? What kind of country they live in? What would you be looking for, Allie Mae?
Probably like
You tired today?
No, not really.
You not feeling good today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll let you sit there for a bit. Okay. So let's see here. Riet, what if you're looking? What kind of country? What are you looking for, Riet?
Well, what they're looking for, or what I'm looking for.
What would you be looking for if you were a little spy? So you're kind of little. We can hide you, like a little mouse.
Well,
You're like Reepicheep.
I would be looking for. Well, I'd be looking um for if the land's good, if the soil's fresh, if um the crops don't die there, because sometimes there could be a lot of like bugs or grubs that come from the ground and eat up the plant's roots. So I'd want to inspect for that and making sure that there aren't like making sure that there um, aren't any false worshippers, people who worship false gods, and making.
Are you tired, Riet? You're mumbling too.
Oh, I'm just talking to soft. Sorry. Well, what I'd be looking for is if there are any people that worship God, or if there are any that don't. And I'd be looking for probably checking the homes there, or
We're looking at the land. What are you looking for in the land?
out in the land to see if like crops grow well there and ripen really well, and to see if it's good to plant crops there.
What color soil would you be looking for? What would the color of the soil be? Purple, green, blue?
Well, I heard that the darker the soil, the better.
That is correct. The darker the soil, the better.
What color is the soil?
It's gonna be dark brown.
Yeah.
Black. And
Black would be even better. That's why plants grow really well in volcanic soil. Volcanic soil is black. It's really rich in all the nutrients the plants need. Now, there's something else we're looking for. Mia, what else are you looking for in the land? Something that people are not looking at.
Well, we have the land part to see if the land is fertile, so that it's good for planting food. Then you have to see how the cities are. Are they fortified or are they just open?
No, I'm looking for the land. I didn't get to that part yet. What are you looking for in the land?
The terrain.
What do you mean the terrain?
Like if it's like flat lands, like a plain sort of land, or if it has like hills.
What would what would be the difference and why you're looking at the difference?
The difference, well, there's the differences of the lands. That the plains, they're just flat lands, good for planting and good for housing. And then the hills, which aren't as good, because you have to get through all like the heights on the hills. So it wouldn't be too good to build homes there. And the mountains, it's all rough, and it's not good for that. And so what I'm thinking is that for the terrains, people have to see if it's where they'll be able to build their homes.
Okay.
Like,
Very good. Now let's look at that a little bit, everybody, because it's a very important part what they're looking for. If you have a plain where it's flat, that means when the rain comes down, it's going to stay where it comes down. If it's on a hill, Everybody, put your hand like this. If it's on a hill, the rain's going to run off from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill. It's not going to stay with your plants, and it's also going to pull the soil. Everybody go, pull the soil. If it's a plane, everybody do a plane. The rain stays where it comes down from the sky. It stays right there. So go like this. Whoop, whoop. Okay. If it's a mountain, everybody do like this. Real steep mountain. Okay, it's not going to be very good at all. Why is it not going to be very good at all? Because the water is going to go right off that, and it doesn't have a lot of soil. Okay. Now the plain is good for planting crops. The hills are good for grazing your animals. Okay. The animals, because the grass will grow on the hill. Okay. The grass will grow on the hill. And that way you can have your cows and all other animals that eat grass, goats and sheep. Okay. And on the mountains, only the goats are going to be able to go down. Mountains far up. Okay. So you got to think about that when you're planting, when you're spying out the land. Like if you want to move somewhere, like where the Laras are, where Allie Mae lives, there's a lot of more farms and stuff like that. Well, what kind of farm would it be good for? If you don't have a large flat area, you're not going to be able to plant many crops. But if you have hills, okay, you can have animals because the animals can walk up the hill, and the animals can eat the grass on the hill, okay, and lay down on the hill. Okay, next part. It says in verse 19, and what kind of country they live in. Well, we just talked about whether it is good or bad. What kind of cities they live in, open or fortified. Now, why are we looking for cities? Benjamin, why are we looking? What kind of cities they live in, open or fortified? What are you looking for?
Okay, so fortified is like, do they have like a city that they don't allow any strangers to come in? Like they have like, yeah, and open is, do they allow strangers to just walk in and leave? It's like open. Like do they allow them to walk in? And fortified is like when people are very like, how do I say it? Like they're very cautious. Like they don't want to be like in any trouble. Like they're scared if someone's gonna come in and kill all of them. So fortified is like maybe someone is keeping their guard. Like someone's not,
Now, why would Moshe want to know this information? What would be the purpose of knowing this information?
because maybe they won't let them through.
Okay, maybe they won't let them through.
Maybe like they're gonna be, if they have a fortified place, it's like protection for them. But if they have it openly, they can just walk right through without doing any harm.
Okay, very good. Yeshua, why does Moshe want to know what type of cities, if they're open or fortified? What is an open city, Yeshua, and what is a fortified city? What does the word fortified mean? Fortified, Fortified, fortified.
Is to you had to go and
Wake up! I can hear Pincus.
Talking loud. No, I see.
that they want to know what's in the land so they could fight and know what's inside of the land.
What does fortified mean?
Fortified is like to fight
Fight what? Fortified means to fight? What do you mean?
To be strong. To be strong.
The city's strong?
Yes, it has giant walls that are strong, and there's giants.
Okay. Lev, what does it mean to have open or fortified cities? What's the difference between open and fortified? And why do you want to know this information?
Well,
Not
open.
because the thing is of landscapers.
Well, open. It means open means to like it's easy to break in. It's weak, so you can easily break in. A battle can easily go in and steal all the stuff. But if for but if you have the word fortified, that means that you have walls, but like strong and thick.
Did you hear that, Robin, over the scenes?
Yes, I did. Okay, very good, Lev. Fortified and walls are large and thick. Thick. Yes, Lev?
Also there were on the fortified cities there would be at the entrance archers and spearmen
Why?
to protect, because if they see an enemy they can throw their weapon.
How would you know it's an enemy?
You would see something approaching.
Aren't people always approaching? Like, it's coming to the city, it's the gate.
Well, they know how they look like.
What, what does an enemy look like? Do they got a different color hat?
The enemy has chariots and all this stuff spread out so they know that it's a battle coming.
Don't you think they might want to disguise it like a big wooden horse or something like that?
What?
Don't you think they want to disguise the chariots?
Well, chariots look the same than the chariots from the place that's gonna attack the other place looks different because there are different types of chariots. Silver ones, gold ones, I guess. So if the if if one side's gonna attack and they have silver chariots, the other side knows that how their chariots look like if theirs are gold.
Very interesting understanding, Lev. Okay. Now let's see. Vicky's finally showed up to class today. Why in verse 19, Vicky, it says, and what kind of country they live in, whether it's good or bad, and what kind of cities they live in, open or fortified. What's the difference between an open and a fortified city, Victoria?
An open city, I guess it would be like a city that and there's no like protection or anything. And then a fortified city would be like they have people that would like guard the city and they would know who to let in and who to not let in.
How would they know who to let in and not let in, Vicky?
I couldn't hear you really good. Can you say it again, please?
How would they know who to let in and not let in?
Because they could like see if like they know who lives in the city and who's bad.
Okay. Okay. Why would they want to know what kind of country they live in? What would be the purpose of that?
Because some countries like they don't like people from like Israel and Jerusalem. They don't like people like some people just don't like people that believe in God and that follow God's rules.
No, they're saying it says in verse 19 what kind of country they live in, meaning it doesn't mean about country from what you're from. It's the country. But what is a different type of country? What's a different uh, understanding of country instead of a like Brazil, Uruguay, or United States? What are they looking at?
I guess to see if they believe in God or something like that. I don't really know. I'm not sure.
The country is what kind of like farmland it is or city land it is. What kind of country they live in. They're not looking for. Uh, they're looking for is it going to be farm or land that can be farmed? Okay, so let's move on to the next part, guys. All right, we're doing good here because these are a lot of things we want to look at ourselves. Like when you grow up and like, where do you want to live? You want to look at all these type of things also. Are you close to a river? You want to be close to a river. Are you close to the ocean? Do you want to be close to the ocean? Do you want to live in the mountains? How close do you want to live to your neighbor? It's all things that you want to use the same type of thing for where you want to live when you grow up. Okay, now, verse 20, see whether the land is fertile or unproductive. We already talked about that. Whether there's wood in it or not. Why does he want to know if there's wood in it or not, Leia?
They want to know if there's wood there so then they could build stuff. Like maybe shelter. You could build shelter with wood or use wood for fire. That's important.
Wood for shelter, wood for fire. What do you think, Riette? Why does he want to know if there's wood there or not?
Well, maybe to build a home or for building maybe something to shelter the animals or to make
Why don't they just go to Home Depot or Lowe's?
because that didn't exist then. It was much more complicated then. And these days it's much more convenient.
Okay, so the wood is for building, okay, building homes and stuff like that. All right. Now finally, be bold enough to bring back some fruit of the land. Okay. So now, what's the purpose of that? Let's see. I love pizza. Why didn't they bring back a slice of pie and say, like, this is the best pie ever? We got a movie where they make the best pizza ever.
Before, there was no pizza. So what they brought back.
Wait. Well, what do you mean there was no pizza?
Well, there was no pizza back then because I'm pretty sure there was no such thing as pepperoni back then. You don't have to make pepperoni.
Yeah, you don't have to have turkey-roni on your pie.
Well, there probably wasn't any tomato sauce or cheese on it.
But they didn't have any cheese. They didn't have any tomatoes.
they did have tomato, but they probably didn't know how to make tomato sauce. Plus, what they brought back was pomegranates and grapes the size of a pomegranate.
But why didn't Moshe didn't know this? He says, why did he say bring some fruit back from the land? What was the purpose of that? Why does he want to know what kind of fruit they like? Moses was against grapes or something? Against papayas?
Wait.
Yeah, say it again.
What I think is that why he asked for the grapes was because he wanted to see if the land was fertile or not, if they had little grapes or big grapes.
Giant grapes.
Gigantic grapes, like the size of his head.
Wait. You already asked if the land is fertile, but then what's the purpose? What's the purpose, Adrian, of asking to bring some fruit back from the land? Why didn't they bring back bananas?
Well, I mean, it's evidence. It shows that, yes, what we know about the land is true. They're surveying the land.
Well, they were surveying. You got a whole bunch of guys coming back and saying it's good land. And we saw wheat and, all this other stuff. But why is he asking for fruit? What's the purpose of the fruit? Bring back some fruit of the land.
It's delicious. Well, I mean, it's the first ripe grape, so first fruits. They're the first fruits.
What do you think they're yet?
Well, I think it's to see really how good the fruit is. To inspect it and let them see for themselves.
You mumbled at the end there.
Oh, it's for them to look at it and see if they like it themselves. To see it for themselves.
He was looking to see if it was organic.
Well, I don't think there was anything that wasn't organic.
All right, what do you think, Ben Jammin? Ben Strawberry Jammin?
I know. Okay,
Oh, there you are. Wait,
we couldn't unmute.
you're just getting him. Your dad was having problems with his computer yesterday. You were having problems with it yesterday. Now you're having problems.
When we try to when we try to unmute, it zooms in or zooms out of the picture.
Are you using the trackpad?
No, we're just using the computer. We're just like.
Well, on the computer, are you using a separate mouse or are you using the trackpad that's on the laptop?
The trackpad.
Okay. Trackpad's probably dirty. So after you turn it off, clean it, put a little sanitizer on your finger, and then rub the put it on the trackpad and clean it off.
Okay.
Not when it's on though. Okay. So Ben Grape Jammin', why does he say be bold enough to bring back some fruit from the land? What's the purpose of that? You're already getting going to get a good report. The strong people, weak people, kind of the country, and why does he want the fruit?
Because maybe what if when they go inside the land, if it's open, what if they go in the land and they find fruit and like they're hungry, like they're really hungry and like maybe they want to see. Maybe they want to see their fruit if it's growing, or if it's dead. Like it does. Like the soil is not strong enough. Like you can't plant anything. You can't plant fruit. So maybe they wanted to bring the fruit to see if they could to check it out to see if it's bad or good.
Yeah, but they already brought the report back. They're going to bring the report back. Moshe not going to believe them?
Well, I think he's gonna believe them, but like he has to see if maybe they want to plant some stuff.
Okay. Mia's waving her hand fervently. She's waving her piano fingers.
Okay, when it says to bring back some of the fruit of the land, that's going to be proof that the land is really good. Like the soil is fertile. In other words, it's that there will be really good, that when you grow your food there, you're gonna have really good you're gonna have like big tomatoes and large fruit. Not like for the grapes, not like little tiny grapes. But when you have fertile land, then you have lots of food too.
Okay. I mean, you guys are going pretty good at going around it, but the other thing is going to be taste. Okay. Bring back some fruit of the land. It's not so much that it's big because God is the one who puts the water inside the grapes, right? God is the one who puts the water inside the apple or the peach, right? Sometimes you bite a peach. Anybody ever bite a summertime peach and it dribbles all down your arm, right? Anybody do that this year? No, you didn't do it in the Jersey peaches, man. What good are you? Anybody ever bite a tomato and go, and it squirts out all over? You get one of the little cherry tomatoes and it squirts and okay, okay. Anybody ever bite a plum? Anybody get a plum this year and go, and it dribbles all down and it's like gets on your shirt and it gets on your table and you have to use like 6 napkins. No, Mia just hates fruit. Mia just hates fruit. She's a fruit hater. Yes, Miss Mia.
I like the fruit. Is that I just ate a peach yesterday. I ate it then.
You said you didn't eat peaches.
In summer, Rabbi said.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Jersey peaches or not. That I ate the peach. It wasn't too juicy. It was good, but it wasn't too much that dribbled down my arm. Not even the same thing with the plum that I ate like last week.
I remember this past summer, um I was eating a plum and it went on the table, my little schoolwork table.
And how big was the plum? That's how big the plum was.
Okay. Now, did you ever eat a piece of fruit that was really like this is like it's the best ever? Okay. Um, Allie Mae, what made it taste the best ever? What do you think made it? Why did it like this is the best plum ever?
Because it was juicy.
Oh, is there a different kind of juice?
Mm, no, not really. Like it just depends on when it's grown, where it's grown, how it's grown.
Okay, where it's grown, how it's grown. That's gonna.
And then
That's
when you buy it.
excuse me.
And when you buy it, because if you buy it in the summertime, it would probably be better.
Okay. Now, anybody else ever taste a piece of fruit and it's like, oh, this is the best plum ever? Marley, what made it the best plum ever, Marley?
It was so juicy. I thought it was beets. Blech. I love beets.
Hey!
They're amazing. You're ruining me. I hate beets, but I love plums.
Well, what made the plum taste so good? What makes the difference?
Well, it depends what season.
Depends what season. Anything else does it depend on?
How good the soil is.
There you go. There, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so Moshe says, bring back some fruit of the land. Okay, he's going to taste it. Okay, he's going to taste it. and he's going to be able to tell what nutrients are in the ground. Okay, because they didn't have chemistry sets like we do today. Yes, Lever Baloney?
Also, one fact about making fruit juicy is water.
The amount of rain.
Well, yeah, that's going to make it juicy. I agree with you. It's going to make it juicy. But what we're talking about is flavor. Like, why did, I've had a plum that's been juicy, but it's like, it was just juicy. You bit into it, but it didn't have a real good flavor. Or a peach. It was juicy and it made a mess, but didn't have a real good flavor. Okay? Okay, so what the taste is going to tell you is really what's in the soil. Okay, what the taste is going to tell you it's in the soil. Like, why is it tasting good? A lot of the area where I grew up in this area that I'm living in now, okay, had a lot of Italians. Okay, and the Italians always had their backyard gardens. They didn't have big farms like where Allie Mae and the Laras live now. But people had, 100-foot garden or something like that. Okay, and the Italians, I'd go over some of my Italian friends' houses. I'd see a tomato sitting on the window by, getting some sun, but it looked like the tomato had a bite in it. I was going to say to my friend, like, why has it got a bite in it? Oh, it'd say my dad was picking the tomatoes, and the way he decides whether about the tomatoes, he'd take a bite of one, and if it tasted real good, he would stop eating that tomato and then save the seeds from inside that tomato because that tomato tasted real good. He wanted to keep the seeds for next year from that particular tomato because all the tomatoes had a lot of seeds in it. Okay. So he's also looking for the flavor because it's going to tell you what nutrients are in the ground. It's also going to tell you the other stuff about water, but it's also about, bring some fruit back from the land. Okay. It's going to tell you about flavor. So here's some things that we're looking at. Why we study the Bible, because the Bible is a book that we should run our lives by. So here, if you're moving to an area, like you're growing up and you want to live in a new area, okay, so you want to notice what type of people live in the area. Are they strong or are they weak? Do they have God or not? Okay, what type of city is it? Is it a big city, a little city? Okay, do they have bad areas or no bad areas? Okay, in that area, is there farms? Because what happens if things go bad? Are you going to be able to farm yourself, or is the city going to go crazy? Everybody's going to fight each other for the last little bit of rice. All right. We've come to the end of our class today. Okay, let me close this part here. Let's put you all on my screen. Okay, let me put you all on my screen here. All right, we're going to close our day in prayer. It's an honor to pray for everybody. All right, who wants to try to guess the number from 1 to 10? Okay, Yeshua.
Is 1. 1.
Lev.
2.
Riet.
10.
Ben, I'll unmute you. I can't unmute you. Your thing's not even on there. Ben.
Okay. 5.
Hadassah. Hi, little man. 6. Well, nope. Nope. Lev. One thing, Allie, why'd you move the screen? Let them see what we're doing. Go ahead, Lev.
3.
Riet.
4.
Yeshua.
7.
Mia?
9.
Mia got it.
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for letting us have another day of life. Thank you for letting us have another class when many others in the world don't even get to study your word. Please, I ask you that you'd help us to do our schoolwork diligently, and that we'll be able to glorify you, and that we will learn something new, and that we'll understand the information, and that we get good grades. And in Yeshua's name, amen.
Amen. Have a good day there, chicken. Shalom.